Hi guys, today I'm going to be teaching you how to make friendship bracelets with pictures in them. This is the kawaii one, because I don't know, I like kawaii, but it was for a contest for Beyond Bracelets. I made it specifically for her contest. The things you're going to need is string, a pattern, well, embroidery floss, not string. You can use, I think, like yarn too. But you're going to need embroidery floss, your pattern, and something to work on. I'm using a table, as you can see right here. I've taped my strings down. These are my background strings. On this bracelet, my background strings were brown. Your background strings are going to be the ones that you make the braids on later, towards the end. So you need to leave enough string at the top that when you're done with the bracelet, you'll have some braids to tie your bracelet on with. I've already started this bracelet because these take a really long time, so yeah. But your background string needs to be the length that you need your braids to be on each side, plus the length that you want your bracelet. And I always make them a couple extra inches long, and I don't mind if I end up losing string. It's not a big deal. It's better to be safe than sorry. You're going to need your color strings, which you can make really any length because you may have to add more later. It's not a big deal. That's what all this nonsense on the back is. Where it's tied, it's me adding the strings because the color, you can't work with a 30-foot string. You just can't do it. Your pattern. I made this pattern. I drew it right side up. I drew it this way. I want Domo to look like this. So in order to have him go around the bracelet this way, I have to turn the pattern sideways. This particular pattern has 18 strings going across. I started the pattern here, and each of these boxes is a string going from left to right, or right to left, and this is where I ended the pattern. I've already done the first 5 rows of the pattern, plus 2 rows of background. You can start to see Domo's face. This is just like any other alpha pattern. You can check out Beyond Bracelets if you need more information on that. Her link is on my page. Basically, each of your strings, 18, because like I said, you have 18 going across, are what I'm going to call columns. And then my rows are going to go left to right, just like rows and columns in school. So, you're going to start over here, and you're going to do row forward knots with your background color. And then you're going to do a row of backward knots. Basically, each row is forward going from left to right and backwards going from right to left. That's not going to change. Those are the only 2 knots you're going to need, forward knots and backwards knots. If you don't know how to do those, you can check out her page. But again, I wouldn't suggest doing this type of bracelet if you're not practiced. Alright, so I've done my first 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of patterns. This is my next row. I'm on the right side, so I'm going to be working from right to left. I'll do 2 rows to show you how to work with the strings on each direction. If my camera falls, I will fix it. I'm really sorry, but this is the only way I could do this. You're going to have to keep your strings straight. If you're not good at that, this is probably not the bracelet for you. These are also called cuffs too, by the way. So I have my brown thread, or string, I call it thread, but you're going to do backwards knot because I need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need to do 7 backwards knots in brown. Okay, so I've done my 7 browns. I have 7 strings. I'm going to pull the 7 background strings to the right. This is me just pushing up the pattern so it stays tight. You want to do that occasionally. Okay, so the strings that you work with, you want to get out of the way. So I need to get my white, which is back here. You're gonna pull it behind your other strings, but you're gonna pull it around the white string is on the left side of the brown string, and I'm working to the left, so I need to pull it around behind the brown string. See how I'm pulling it behind it? And then I need to pull the brown string over here. So it's kind of wrapped around the brown string. Then I'm going to do my 2 whites on the next 2 strings because I need 2 whites. 1, 2. My strings might get jumbled. If that happens, I'll straighten them. My next color is red. Again, my red is to the left of the white, so I'm pulling everything to the right that I'm done with. I'm pulling the red behind the white, and then the white to the left, or to the right, excuse me. So it's kind of wrapped around like that. Then I'm going to do my 4 reds, because I need 4 reds. See how the white string kind of bunched up? It does that because the red's holding it down, so if that happens, just pull the white string and the little knot will go away. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I need the white. The white is to the right, so I want to pull it behind all the background threads, but I'm going to pull it over the top. So if it's coming from the opposite side that you're working towards, you'll pull it over the top. Since we're working towards the left and the white string is to the right, we're going to pull it over the top of the last color that we use. You'll understand why more as you do them. And I'm going to do my 2 whites, and then I'll need brown again. And again, the brown is over here on the left side, or right side, so I'm going to pull all of the strings to the right that I'm not working with, pull the brown behind them, see it's behind them, and then I'm going to put it over the top of the white. I'm going to do my 3 browns. So I'm done with my row of backwards, and you're seeing more of Domo's face. Alright, so now I'm going to do my 3 forward knots right here. 1, 2, 3. Now we're working from left to right, and I need the white string, and it's on the right. So since we're working the opposite direction, now this time we're going to pull it behind the brown string, and then we're going to pull the brown string to the left, and then we're going to do our 3 whites. 1. After you do the first one, again, you can pull the brown string tight to kind of, tighten it up. 1, 2. 3. I need the red string, and it's also to the right, so I'm going to pull it behind the white string, and then the white string is going to go to the left. Like that. I can do my 2 reds. 1, 2. And then I need my white. My white is to the left. So since it's the opposite direction I'm working, I'm going to pull it over, like that. Over the red, instead of under. And then I need to do my 3 whites. And you just continue on like this until you get the entire pattern done. You can repeat the pattern, you can add letters towards the end. When you do the bigger ones like this, you can even add like font to your letters and just incorporate that onto graph paper. Occasionally, like I said, you'll want to kind of flatten it out and push them to like even them. Okay, now I need my brown again. My brown should be to my left, and I'm going to pull it over the white, and then I'm going to do my brown until I get to the end. You don't want to pull it too tight because it'll bunch up the bracelet. So you want, when you're pulling it across, and I'll show you the back in just a minute. When you're pulling it across a long distance, like the brown was way over here and I was pulling it across, if you pull it too tight, it'll bunch up the part that it's pulling. So I've only got a couple minutes left on this video before YouTube will kick me, so I'm gonna stop here and show you the back and what you need to do. Okay, see the backs, how it's kind of zigzaggy right there, back and forth. On this one, you can see the zigzags. That's what I'm talking about. You don't want to pull it too tight or your pattern will be screwed up. When you get to the end, you're just going to braid the last bit of the string into here. See, there's a little pink in there. That's because I ended with pink, and there's a little green. Well, you don't need to do that on the top part because the string won't be there. But yeah, you can tie. When you get done, you're going to have all these strings in the back. You can add strings, like if your string runs out and you need more red, just add a red and then pull it in from the back and just start. And it might be hanging down in the middle, but when you get finished, you're going to take and you're going to tie all your ends together. So you have all these loose ends. Tie them together, put a little bit of school glue on them, let them dry, and trim them down. And then you'll have a completed bracelet. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, post them, subscribe, please favorite and like this video. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers, and I hope you liked the tutorial. Again, check out Beyond Bracelet's channel because she does great work and she can answer a lot of questions just by watching her videos. Thanks.